And how about your self-confidence, Hap? Do you think you have a poor self-image?
Used to. Before I was knighted.
Don't ask him, Harold.
It is spring. The bears emerge from hibernation, desperate for cohabitation. The birds fly home to mate and nest. The salmon return to spawn and rest. The deer come back to rut and roam. What I'm saying is, hi, honey, I'm home.
And there you have it. She's pretty well all rigged up. Looking pretty good, isn't it? Got the horn on here. I call that the Matterhorn because it's a mountain bike. And I put reflectors all over the back and so forth, so you can do some night riding. And I've got the light on the front here. And remember the old-fashioned generators you used to have on your bike? Well, actually, that one is an alternator. But she's pretty well set to go. Got a little wind indicator right under the seat. Makes sense. And let's just take her for a spin. Okay, that muffler's still a little bit warm. Got to watch for that. I guess we'd mount her something. I'll just climb right up. All right, well, I'm going to tighten a few things up. Maybe I need another couple of rolls of duct tape. But I'll take care of that. Maybe thin out the frame and what have you, and fix her all up. And I think she'll look quite a bit different by the time I do this properly. I'll just make cut, and that's all it takes. Got a little extra time and effort, and I've made this into a really lovely 10-speed bike that coincidentally looks exactly like Harold's bike. That's how good of a job I've done. Right down to the name on it and even the dents. It's just amazing. I'm pretty proud of that. Anyway, remember, the women don't find you handsome. They should at least find you handy. Harold, we've traded bikes, by the way. Harold. Well, as it turns out, the diameter of the tree and the springiness didn't turn out to be nearly as important as, say, the strength of the rope.
Whoa, what happened to the rest of the rope?
Well, a lot of it is still tangled around the top of the tree, and the rest is kind of knotted around Moose's nether regions.
Boy, that must have really hurt when Moose hit the ground, because he's, a big eater.
Yeah, he's a big faller, too. He was doing a swan dive there, and I believe he'd be hitting about a Mach 4 when he struck pay dirt. Luckily, he landed on that pile of scrap iron and bricks we had left. Remember when the propane tank went up? Yeah, so that kind of broke his fall. But he hit so hard that he actually cracked the Earth's crust.
Is the planet going to be okay?
Oh, yeah, it'll heal, Harold. But, when we all stopped laughing and so on, we went over to him, and we rolled him over. And there was like an underground cavern there.
A grotto?
Well, he was for a while. But we looked closer, and it wasn't just a cavern. It was an abandoned mine.
A mine?
Yeah.
This is excellent. That's great. What, like a gold mine? A platinum mine. Platinum could be a diamond mine. Diamond mine, we'd be rich. We got diamonds, we'd be rich. It could be a diamond mine. This is exciting.
Yeah, and I think it all started with something as harmless as tree diving.
Go figure.
Oh, yeah, I can't. There's a secret to survival that all the woodsmen know, and I'm about to pass it on to you. Never run when you can walk, never stand when you can lie, and never lie when a half-truth or, in fact, not answering at all will do. Well, for this week's Adventures with Bill, he had invited me to come down and have a little picnic out behind the lodge, which I thought was really good. Some ice cream cones there, so I love ice cream, but it was a beautiful day, and something reminds me in a hot summer day. And all right, well, I don't think I was that late. I luckily had somewhere to clean my hand off anyhow, and there's some butter there, and all right, now at this point we're starting, and you got some ice cubes, and yes, I see. I think what Bill is trying to say here is that the sun melts stuff. So now Bill apparently was going to teach me some highly secret scientific principles, which is how you can make
a refrigerator out in the woods. Okay, so he puts all the stuff that he wants to keep cool inside and then clean off the table. Oh my gosh. And now that is like a potato bag, burlap bag. Could have been worse. I could have been standing over there. And then you thread the rope up through here. And now this is real interesting because what you're going to do is you're going to cover up all that stuff. Put the thing right over top of it, and that keeps it. Now I figure, okay, that's the shade. You're going to keep it in the shade, but no, you hang it up in a tree so that the animals, I guess, can't get it and what have you. And now to keep it cool, you need some sort of a. Well, luckily he had a pie plate in his pants there, and then he just. Ow! He's using one of my. How did that? Oh well. He's using that as a kind of a wick thing, and then he puts water in the plate. I think it's called capillary action. Takes the water down through the, no, that's gravity action. Anyway, that keeps it cool. The water evaporates or something. I don't know how it works, but apparently it works real well. Well, I guess not all that well. And here's another thing. This is a bag that's got all holes in a mesh bag. He's showing his fingers in there. We're going to try and put some of the pop, the soda in. Oh. All right. Well, Bill's cooler already, so it's working. He puts all the cans of soda pop in there and take them down, and the idea here is you tie a rope to it and you throw it out into the lake. You know, where it's cooler at the bottom and so on. And actually, it should be. There's a couple of fridges down there, I think. Oh. All right. Well, I'm gonna help him out. I mean, I understand this is not very scientific. This one, the water is cooler than the air. It's going to keep the pop cool. So I tell Bill to hold on to the rope. And I should have told him. My fault. I should have told him to hold on to the end of the rope. He's scientific, he's not smart. So now we go back and we wait for the pop to cool. And we wait there 5, 6, it was probably around 7 seconds, I guess. And then we decided, we worked up a pretty powerful thirst. So Bill hauls it in and holler in there, Bill. Ho, ho, heave, ho, ho, heave. Boy, oh boy. That's a scary sight. Anyway, up she comes and we each get out a can of pop. Of course, she's been shaking up pretty good there, so I forgot. Then Bill's getting a big laugh out of me here because I covered myself with the stick. Oh, that's funny, isn't it, Bill? What? Yours okay?
And now here's something for young minds from something with a small mind.
So, welcome to Hanging with Harold, a brand new feature on the Red Green Show, which I'm sure is going to be of interest to anyone under the age of 80. Okay, nobody tells you how to be a teenager, but everybody tells you how not to be one, right? Like, don't leave your room a mess. Don't leave that fridge door open all night. Don't go stealing a car and go joyriding. That's why kids join gangs, so they know how to behave. That and, to protect them from other gangs, of course. Well, okay, if there's going to be gangs, why can't there be, like, good gangs? How about taking your switchblade, applying it to the end of a stick, pick up litter? Instead of drive-by shootings, we could have, like, drive-by science classes. Did you know the peregrine falcon flies up to 170 miles per hour? Imagine the United Way gang versus the UNICEF Way gang in a fundraiser, huh? That'd be pretty neat. Or instead of street fights, we could have, like, street theater, right? Because remember the gang in West Side Story? They all sang and danced, didn't they? And you're
Better wrap it up there, Harold. There's a gang forming out here.
Oh, excellent.
Well, I don't think you'll say that when you see what they did to your bike.
Excellent.
Sorry, Harold. I couldn't stop them, though. They were big girls. You know, they say that the young people are the future of this country. Well, I saw some young people today hanging out at Murray's store. And from what I can tell, the future is going to be bald on the sides with a long piece of hair on top, spit, swear, smoke, and wear pants that are 5 sizes too big for it. I said to them, boy, if you people are the future, I'm glad I'll be dying soon. And they seem pleased with that themselves. Is that next to club there, Bob?
Oh, hi, Red. No, I was conducting an air density test for the Department of Natural Resources. You see how that drifted and then caught a thermal? It's very important in environmental data stuff. I can just do the same test with the ball.
Oh, sorry. Hold on, Bob. 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 Here, give me that. Give me that. The problem is you can't read the wind speed thermal stuff and hit the ball at the same time. So I'll do the easy part.
All right. Oh, Red, there's a sand trap on the left side, so try and stay on the right side.
Yeah. All right.
It's right on the green, Red.
Yeah.
Well, that's good too. All right. Listen, would you? Let me take that. Would you like to finish my round for me?
Well, did you get the wind information needed from the ball there?
Oh, yeah, well, don't worry about that. We've got 35 more holes to play.
You know, Bob, I wanted to ask you, do you know anything about an old mine over on the east side of the lodge, maybe a long time ago?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they closed that mine about 50 years ago. It was an old coal mine.
Oh.
It never produced enough coal to pay for itself, so of course they sold it to the government.
Well, everybody and his brother had a suggestion about what to do with the old mine shaft. Make it into a garbage dump. Store nuclear missiles. Make an underground skyscraper. Stinky Peterson here wants to put an outhouse over it that you won't have to move for 1,000 years.
Uncle Red, did you happen to read my suggestion?
No, I haven't yet, Harold, but why, we got one. We got a funny one. This guy. What an idiot. This guy says, why don't you use the mine shaft as a time capsule? Oh, sorry, Harold. Sorry. Old man Cedric now, he said what he would like to do is he'd like to mine gasoline.
How would that work?
Well, it wouldn't, Harold, basically. But it just goes to show what we already knew, which is old man Cedric doesn't know his gas from a hole in the ground.
Oh, that's Uncle Red. It's meeting time. Meeting time.
Okay, Harold, you go ahead. I'll be right down.
Okay.
All right. Well, that's about our show for this time. So if my wife is watching, I'll be coming straight home after the meeting. And I think I found an ideal retirement home for your parents, as long as they don't mind the smell of coal. And for the rest of you, on behalf of myself and Harold and the whole gang up here at Possum Lodge, thanks for watching, and keep your stick on the ice.